Tomorrow marks 1 week until the spring election primary, where voters will see races like the state superintendent on the ballot. In the week, the field to become the Department of Public Instruction's top official will narrow to just two. Ellie LaLiberte shows us where each of the three candidates stand on the hot issues in the race.
Over the past 3 weeks, I've sat down with each candidate vying to be Wisconsin's top education official. Incumbent Jill Underly, Sauk Prairie Superintendent Jeff Wright, and education consultant Brittany Kinzer. So where do they stand on key issues? Well, arguably one of the top issues in the race is testing standards. Last summer, Underly's administration made the controversial move to change the benchmark for the statewide test. This means schools can appear to be improving even if their scores are staying the same. But Underly claims the change is more accurate than the previously used national standards.
But if we're going to spend the time that we are spending on assessing kids, let's make that assessment mean something, and let's be able to interpret the results fairly.
Both of her challenges are critical of the move, Wright saying it makes it harder to examine student progress following the pandemic.
So the timing was really unfortunate. I think that was a mistake.
For Kinzer, high standards are a focal point of her campaign.
We don't want to lower them like they are right now, because we know, and I know, that when we set expectations high for kids, they can meet that.
What about funding? Well, this year, voters approved a record number of referenda to help districts pay for things like operations and facilities. Madison voters approved the largest in the state this past November.
It's time for us to revise that formula so that we don't have to rely so much on property taxes.
I don't have the jurisdiction over local districts, so if they want to go to referendum and their communities vote yes, then that's what they can do.
Our legislature has expanded and put more funding into school privatization or vouchers. And in urban school districts like Madison, large school districts, it's millions of dollars every year that are coming out of our public school budgets.
I also asked each candidate about teacher retention and recruitment. According to a report released by DPI last April, 40% of first-year teachers are leaving the state or profession altogether in their first 6 years. Here's how each candidate plans to combat that.
We have to be able to find ways, pathways, that other states have also implemented to ensure that we can attract and retain our teachers.
Underly has requested nearly $60 million just for retention and recruitment in her recent budget proposal.
Paying student teachers. We also want to expand teacher apprenticeship programs and other innovative ways like grow your own programs.
Wright has a similar methodology.
I also think that incentivizing people to stay in Wisconsin after earning those educator degrees, maybe through some loan forgiveness for school loans. In our district, we've partnered with other districts in our area to do a Grow Your Own program.